Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm very excited. I'm going to be reviewing the Colourpop Legend of Korra collection. Now I didn't buy the full collection, I just bought the palette and the 4 multi-chromes that they came out with. So if you want to see all of that, then just keep on watching. In this collection, we have the Legend of Korra eyeshadow palette. We have of course, the multi-chromes, but there was also a big Super Shock highlighter. There were 2 liquid liners, like graphic eyeliners, and then there was 2 lippies. I decided to skip out on the rest of the collection because I don't feel like I need it, but let's talk about what I did get. This is the Legend of Korra palette. This has 15 shades in it, and first of all, I love this beautiful book themed packaging. The inside is gorgeous. Like, you get this whole image behind the shades, and then you get Korra right there. I was always an Avatar and the Last Airbender person. I really enjoyed watching Legend of Korra, but between the two of them, I'm going to have to pick Avatar. That's just me. This palette retails for $24, and I'm going to go through the shades and the swatches. From top to bottom, we have Waterbending, Air, Change, Future Industries, Airbending, Rebel Spirit, Endgame, Spirits, Balance, Rebirth, Earthbending, Mover Star, Pro Bender, Harmony, and Firebending. It's a bit bigger than the Avatar and the Last Airbender palette. I really enjoyed this Colourpop collection when it dropped. I really was obsessed. I didn't find myself using this palette as much as I thought I would go ahead and use this palette, but it could be because it's like a collector's item and, like, I don't know, I get weird when it comes to that. But they both open up like books, but I must say the packaging for the Legend of Korra is much more beautiful. I love it. I love that you get like a literal piece of art on the back. I love that they both look like books. I think that's so unique and fun. I want to talk about the multi-chromes next. I got the 4 Elements Chrome Liquid Shadow set that retailed for $48, but it's a $52 value, and each of them individually retailed for $13. So quite a bit pricey for this, if you ask me. It's a bit pricey for Colourpop, but upon receiving them, I thought they were going to be a little bigger. Thought it was going to be like their gloss packaging. It's not. They are extremely tiny. It's like the same component basically, but like shrunken down. Upon swatching these though, I gotta say I'm not really impressed. And I don't think I'm gonna like these on the eyes. I am not a liquid eyeshadow person. Never been. I choose powder because I have hooded eyes. When I open my eyes and I close my eyes multiple times, this is just gonna rub off. They also don't seem like pigmented enough to work on their own. I feel like you're gonna need a base under this if you want it to look good at all. My favorite has been Fire. This one just looks so cool. So here are the swatches. They look horrible right now. I have Earth on the top, Air, Water, then Fire, and I will put a swatch of them from my phone. They look really pretty, like with the flash on them. Also, doesn't seem like they're the type of multi-chrome or liquid shadow that dries down very quickly and sets by itself. It seems like one that's gonna take a minute to dry down. I feel like I'm gonna have to use this shade here or the Super Shock. I don't know which one yet, but we're gonna use one of them as a base to then go in with the multi-chrome. I have no idea how this is gonna work. Hopefully well. I'm just gonna prime my eyes with the P. Louise base and then we'll get started. Okay, eyes are primed. Now, I think I'm gonna go into this shade called Balance first. And this is just gonna go on my crease because I feel like it'll look really okay with the red. I want to use the Fire multi-chrome. I feel like that's gonna look really cool, but I need a good base going. And then I'm gonna take the shade Airbending and put that like towards the inner, the same brush, because I kind of want to like I want this portion to be a little lighter. So it already kind of looks fiery, which is exactly what I wanted, which is great. And I'm gonna take a clean blending brush. This one's from e.l.f. It's just their crease brush, and I'm gonna use this to kind of blend those edges out. So far these shades are blending pretty nicely, and I really like the tone of this color. And every time I play with an avatar or Legend of Korra, I'm always doing a fire look, because I always enjoy saying that if I were ever to be in this world, I would totally be a firebender. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm a fire sign, and I don't know, I'm very fiery. I feel like I'm a fiery person, so I just feel like that's where I would be, you know? And then I'm going to take this firebending shade, which is like just a deeper red, and I'm gonna take that. Hopefully this shows up on the edge here. Okay, we're just gonna put that on the crease. We're just gonna put that all over the crease, just so I can deepen up that other balance shade that I put on. I really like these tones, actually. I have red in my hair now, so I feel like the red kind of looks really cool with what I'm doing. My boyfriend ditched me today. He went to lunch with his family, and I didn't get the invite, so we're mad at him. I want to see like how this Super Shock looks. I'm just gonna put the shade Future Industries as like my base for my multi-chrome, because as I said earlier, I feel like these do need a base, because I don't feel like they're gonna show up real good on their own. So I'm just putting this Super Shock all over. I mean, the Super Shock is very pretty, and I feel like it looks good by itself here, but I must use the multi-chrome. I gotta see what I'm putting myself into right now. But I mean, this looks pretty cool on its own. I would kind of wear this as a look. I'm gonna go in with Fire because this one just looks like the coolest one. I'm also gonna take my fan. Okay, I got this at the dollar store and it works. I'm gonna take the little doe foot and I mean, it's showing up. It could be because I put that base down though, because I've seen a lot of people not putting a base down and like it's not working for them. I want to kind of blend it. I know it sounds weird, but I don't like the like harsh line that it's there, and I kind of just want to like blend it out. Don't know if it's gonna blend, but I kind of want to see if it is. I don't know. I don't like the harsh line, and it's kind of fucking my look up. If you ask me, it's kind of fucking my look up. I don't know. We're just gonna leave it, right? Because I feel like I can fix it later. Going back into that balanced shade just to make sure I can, you know, add more of this before this dries to make sure that it looks pretty okay and not like shit. I mean, I don't know, man. I kind of don't see any issue with it, but I kind of do. It kind of like spilled over the edge over here. I don't feel like that's a big deal. I feel like I can fix that, but oh no, that's not working. I don't know. I don't like the way this corner looks. Other than that, I want to say it looks okay. I also want to say I don't play with multi-chromes very often, nor do I play with liquid shadows, okay? This is basically my first time using multi-chromes, and I mean, on camera, I don't really see the coolness of it. I don't know. I think it looks okay. I want to play with the blues. I know everyone's been having trouble with the blues, and I want to see that if I use a base under the multi-chrome, will it help? Because when I swatched water, it looked rough, okay? The one that swatched the best is Air. Air swatched the best. The earth one seemed very sheer, but I've seen people use it and I think it works very well. The one I've seen people use and it has not worked well is water. So I want to use water, and I want to see if people are having issues heavily with that one and how you can fix your issue with it. Let's use that. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm gonna take this shade called Waterbending. It's very pastel blue. It has some shimmers in it. It's very pretty. And I want to use this as my crease shade. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this color blue. Oh god, it's breaking up on my eye. It's so ugly. No. Why did they do this as a liquid? Why did they do this as a liquid? Can you... I don't know. Can you see where the line is? Like, it's creasy. And this is why I hate liquid eyeshadow. Story of my life. Why the fuck I hate it. I hate it. It never works well. It always looks like shit. I'm gonna try to save it, but I don't think it's gonna help much. I really don't. I think it's just gonna keep cracking. Okay, we're gonna take a fan and we're gonna fan that bitch down until it's nice and dry. This is what Teresa did, so she said it worked. I'm hoping it works. Okay, we're just gonna keep our eye closed until this fucking dries. And this is a problem I knew I was gonna have because they took forever to dry. But I kind of just wanted to see how it would work, you know? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell. So we're just gonna fan it for like a couple more seconds because, bitch, I don't want this to look like shit. I want it to work for me. This is so funny. It's already freezing in here and I'm freezing, but like I'm fanning myself because I need to. Okay, it's feeling like it's drying. Oh, but like I want to like this. I really want to like this. I'm just not liking it. Okay. I'm going back into that waterbending shade because it's so pretty. This is so freaking pretty. This palette so far blending out like a dream. This is a very light blue and it's showing up literally wonderful. I'm kind of just rounding out my shadow today. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I really like this color. I really do. But now I gotta ruin it with this new color called Change right here. It's this navy blue. I feel like this is going to be the base for the multi-chrome because it needs a base, period. It needs some type. Oh my god, it's still breaking apart. It's still breaking apart. No, it needs some kind of base because if not, you're just gonna see patches of skin underneath, and I know that's not what anyone wants to hear, but they're not very good multi-chromes. I will say, like, the market out there is very big for multi-chromes. Like, there are tons of multi-chromes out and about that are so much better than this, and for the price that they are, they're very pricey. They're very expensive for Colourpop prices. I don't think they're worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't like the formula. I don't like the fact that they're liquid. They keep breaking apart on my eye. Even though I fan them down, I dry them, I don't know what to do really. The base is helping, but it's not helping enough for me to justify spending, I don't know how much, $40 something on liquid eyeshadows that suck. I'm gonna go back into waterbending because I kind of want to blend this blue better. I'm just so upset because like I paid money for this. Like, this wasn't sent to me at all. Like, I spent my hard-earned freaking money. You know, Colourpop does stuff very well most of the time, but this is just rough. This is rough. I'm gonna take water now. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Ooh, it's actually really pretty when it goes on. It like plays tricks on you. It's like, oh, you're gonna be pretty, right? Do you see where the product isn't, it's not putting down any product? It's like, it looks like a gloss. Like I just glossed my lid. This is gonna be a rough day, bro. Oh god, this looks horrible. I will say, could be like my lack of skill. It could be like a million things. I don't think it is though. Don't think it is though. It just doesn't, it's not working with me. It looks patchy, it looks horrifyingly bad, it looks uneven, it looks, I want to cry. The Formula Fire is definitely much better than this one. I don't know, it's like a shade, it's a shade where it needs to have the pigment, you know, it needs to have some pigmentation to it, but it doesn't. It kind of shears itself out, and for a multi-chrome, that's not really what you want. You want it to show up and you want it to be there. Okay, I'm just gonna blend the edges because I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oh god, y'all, this fucking looks horrible. It looks horrible on the lid. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Look how it just doesn't, it probably looks fine on camera, but like, oh my god, it's really bad. I got fallout on my cheek. This one keeps breaking apart. This one, wow, this one looks like some abstract art on my eye. Looks not great. I don't know what to do. The liquid is getting in my eye from how liquidy it is. Is this ever gonna dry? I usually never have issues like this, like ever, but like Jesus, these are, wow, they're not hitting. They're not hitting. I'm gonna fan my eye. Hopefully it dries down in like 30 seconds or so, but I doubt it because the red one keeps fucking falling apart on me and I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Who approved this? Like, who approved this for sale? I don't like these. I don't like these at all. I'm sorry. I don't know. I tried my best to make it work. I put down a base because I knew they were sheer. It just didn't hit, man. It just looks pretty bad on the eyes and then it gets worse as time progresses. Oh, I feel it kind of drying. Oh, that feels so dry. It looks dry, feels dry, kind of doesn't even have a flat thing of color. Like, it looks cool, but like I fucking hate it. Does that make sense? Like, I know this shit's not gonna last on my eye at all. Not only does it feel like shit, it kind of looks like shit too. If I have to layer your fucking liquid shadow on my eye, guess what? You don't really have a good liquid shadow on your hands, Colourpop. That's not how you do it. I've been filming for what, 30 minutes? 20 minutes? It's just not working, bro. How we looking? Like shit. We're looking like shit. Okay, you know, I give up. I tried my best. Can you see that? What? I just tried to put it on one section and it kind of fucked up the entire look. Oh god, man. I really don't want to put any more of this on my eye. I really don't, because like it's just still drying and like it looks so bad. Proceeds to put more on. I want it to work. You know, these weren't cheap. I just want it to work. It's just not working. It's not gonna work, bro. It's just not gonna work. What did I sign myself up for? I'm gonna put on a big pair of lashes to like hide whatever the fuck is going on. If I have to do this, you didn't do a good job with your fucking liquid shadow, bro. If you have perfect eyelids that like just look magical, these are gonna work for you, because I don't know, I guess I have shitty eyelids, but like for me personally, they look awful. They look so dry, they look cracky, they look uneven, some are even missing some pieces, feel heavy on my eye, like so freaking heavy. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right, especially up close. I see like all these extra folds that my eye just doesn't have naturally, and it just doesn't look good at all. So I'll be back. I'm gonna put on lashes, finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back. But like, yikes, you know, like, okay, can you see that? That looks like, it looks like shit. It looks like fucking shit. It is managing to take off any base that I put down. Alrighty, here is the final eye look completed. I did go into the Super Shock shade called Rebel Spirit for the inner corners, both eyes, but that's about it. And I have some thoughts. I got some thoughts. So let's talk. Let's start with the palette, because the palette is actually beautiful. I had zero issues when it came to all of these shades. I thought they performed wonderfully. I really like how you get different formulas of shimmers. I love that you get all of these beautiful colors. And I just really enjoyed this palette. I can't wait to use it again. And if you want to see more looks with this palette, let me know. I would gladly be able to do that for you. So I rate the palette a 10 out of 10. I love the theme, I love the shades, I love the packaging. There's a lot of things that go into a rating. All of those are great. So the next thing I want to talk about are the multi-chromes. Fucking shit, bro. These, I like the red one a lot more. I feel like it held up a lot better than this one. Said bye, bitch. I tried to make it work. I put a base of eyeshadow under so that if something happens it wouldn't look as bad, but man, I feel these on my eyes, more so this one, because I felt like this one, the formula of this one isn't really what I want it to be. You swipe it on, but it's so patchy and like it just doesn't apply evenly, and that's not something I want when I'm working with a multi-chrome. I need something that's going to be opaque and it's gonna swatch very well and it's gonna look good on my eyes. This one just wasn't that for me, and I have to accept that not every product is gonna work for me. And I'm not a liquid eyeshadow person, but I have been enjoying the Rem Beauty one. This one's in the shade Fembot. Now, this isn't a multi-chrome at all, and it is pretty sheer on the eye, but it is so pretty and it works very well for me, and I'm not used to liking liquid eyeshadows, but Rem Beauty made one that actually works well for my hooded eyes. If you have hooded eyes, I would beware of these. I would stay clear and try to find a powdered option. I wish Colourpop made them into powders. I feel like that would have worked so much better than this. I feel like this is just, it was meant to be a failure from the start, and I hate being negative on my channel. You guys know that I hate being a negative Nancy, but I have to talk about when things don't work out, and this didn't work out for me today. I want to still try the other two shades. The swatch of the Air one looked really good. I like the Fire one. I feel like these are hit or miss. Some shades are gonna work, some shades are not gonna work. You just gotta figure out which one is gonna work for you. And it's sad because Korra is a waterbender and I expected her multi-chrome to be like amazing. It's not for me. I don't know if these work for you, please let me know. I would love to know, but they did not work for me. I like the Fire one much better. I feel like the look on this side looks so much more neater and cleaner than this side, but hey, it's alright. I mean, it was Colourpop's first try at multi-chromes. I just really wish that they would have made it into like a palette and powders instead of liquids. I rate the multi-chromes a 5 out of 10 just because Fire really worked for me. I really like the way it looks. I think it looks really cool, especially from afar. I think it looks much better than up close. Anyone that gets up close is gonna look at your eyeshadow and be like, ooh. Ooh. I think these could potentially work for some people, which is why I'm rating it a 5 out of 10. It's just a little messy to use. It has a user error. You need to like plan it when you're gonna use it because it can potentially go wrong very quickly, and that's where I'm at with that. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Colourpop Legend of Korra collection. If you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. It means so much to me. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Very pretty blue, I will say. I really like it. I really like the blue. I don't know what to do. And subscribe to my